Hey guys, Tight Repair bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Wolfheze. Today spawning in the north we have laggyAR with US forces immediately locking into Airborne, teaming up with him Clororaa with the British forces, whereas Royal Engineer, Vanguard and Special Weapons. Opposing them we have Andre playing as LKW with Firestorm, Ground Offensive and Breakthrough, and finally Isildur also with OKW going for Spec Ops straight away. Random teams on both sides. Both of these guys rank 8 with their respective factions. Random 2s. Back the other way, I think Andre rank 4 and obviously Isildur. Best 1v1 player, so there we go. This game is from like 3.5 months ago, by the way. Just so in case you're wondering if Isildur is still playing Code 2. It's a very old match at this point, but you know, it's a very high ranking match, doesn't really invalidate it. Hopefully should be a good one. Scrap on this left hand side. The Pathfinders there. One rifle squad for laggyAR, not just pure Pathfinder spam. Push the retreat on that rear echelon a little bit long, but didn't get punished for it. Bit of capping through the centre. Got the Kuwagen getting involved now. Generally a pretty popular option against these Pathfinder darts. Does have to back away for some repairs though. Capping up the fuel now. A little bit slow getting that connected as Andre, but is hotly contesting this garrison, which is always quite important. Nobody's wired any of the sides off yet.
Infantry squad trained
Stern Pies finding themselves a little bit awkward with their positioning. Not able to get close to any of these sections. Good control so far from Clororaa. And kind of getting encircled now. Another squad getting involved. 2 Fusiliers for Andre after the initial Volksgrenadier here. Well, this engagement is just not going well for him at all. And more sections just pouring in for Clororaa. Got a nice covered position here. Got another squad arriving. Bit of a push down to this side, managing to decap the Muni point, but here comes the Kubel. Fully repaired, isolating the Pathfinder, forcing them away. I'm surprised he didn't come in for a bit of a push on this squad as well. Ultimately does force them away anyway. We do have some medkits on that section, and the typical Brit 4 models on everything, even though they're super low on model counts. Really frustrating for Andre, spitting out massive DPS, and he knows that if he doesn't drop a few models, they'll just heal back up.
One extra soldier can be added to infantry
Bolster
squads
popping
now.
there for Clororaa as well. He's trying to focus down these low health units, hoping to drop a few models before he has to retreat. Trying to come out for Andre, but re-echelon or cut off there. Andre really struggling. Backs off for some healing now. Only managed to drop 1 model from those low health sections. Now they're healing up. Power building a sandbag. Sternpio chasing down here, but is going to be isolated in a 3-on-1. Looks like he's going to disengage the chase. Maybe needs some support before he can do that. And looks like Andre is determined to go for a forward truck. Got the battle group coming up for Isildur. Back in his base though, he's not taking any risks. Pushing back out now with Volksgrenadiers and the re-echelon. We do have the captain out for laggyAR, not too surprising. Looks like he's sticking to a roughly meta build. Just going for 1 rifle instead of a extra Pathfinder, but still much exactly the same. Good discipline here for Isildur, not throwing an incendiary grenade there. Could have got some big results, but maybe trying to save his munis so he can go for STGs on everything once he has his tech done.
The combat vehicle has was converted to a static building.
Oh, gets that Pathfinder extremely low. laggyAR playing with fire there.
Ready for orders.
Like maybe 2 bullets would have wiped that squad, so it's a bit dangerous. Vic is coming up for Clororaa. Getting a bit of suppression going. Got the captain up here.
Losing a capture point.
Forces that away. 50 cal airdrop coming in for laggyAR. Also has an ambulance, so he hasn't gone for the super fast anti-air half-track style. I suppose he could conceivably have power built it with the captain retreating here, but doesn't have the manpower for that anymore. The power drop machine gun. Interrupts the construction of those sandbags, jumping into the garrison there. Oh no, he drove it back. He drove it around here, and then he drove it back home. Still on the edge of his base, though. Kind of in that position where it could get killed, and he doesn't get many benefits from it, but alright. Could even be in a position where if a unit retreats over to here, the medics are out of range of it as well. Minor detail, though.
Squad is back to full strength. Stand ready.
Those are the things I always try to focus on, though, because they can really throw me off if I have to keep microing a unit into healing range. Very annoying. Destroy cover coming up through the center here. But a flak half track coming in for Isildur, you know, a little bit on the late side. He was maybe a touch late starting up his tech. Doesn't look like fuel was really the limiting factor for this. Maybe it was manpower though, wasn't paying too close attention. Couple nice flak bursts, forcing a bunch of retreats. So he's just out of range of that 50 cal though. Have to go for some attack rounds, not the best. But with a few units rotating, it does allow a breakthrough for Andre on this side of the map. Still very close in victory points, these two teams early on. Got the AP rounds there briefly.
On your feet, ladies. AT gun ready.
Getting a burst on the flak. Big damage. About to time out. Flak backs away though. Destroy cover. Just continuing to clear off any obstacles and going for a sniper after that. Makes sense. Wants to open up the sight lines for that sniper to get full benefits. Back the other way, Andre has gone for an infantry support gun, strong option, and you know, Fusiliers are pretty good against snipers generally, and against infantry sections. Not if you're this badly outnumbered though. Did I miss Andre losing a squad? I don't think so. Kind of just went for one less squad than usual. His ISG is slightly out of range here. And even though he's got a nice heavy cover position, that's just too much firepower. Really needed the barrage to be on this. Oh!
The squad's gone.
Whoa! Isildur saw the sniper, dived in it, and the Kubel knocks it out. The Kubel. Great play there from Isildur. It's a good trade at this stage of the game. You don't really need the Kubel as much as you need a sniper. Of course, that Kubel does have bonus accuracy against the sniper. Activating radio silence here now. Outnumbered, 2-on-1. Machine guns against Isildur, having to retreat here, gets pinned, can't get out of position.
Losing a capture point.
50 cal does get forced away by a couple flanking units with the radio silence. laggyAR giving up that position. Just allowing a bit of room for the flak to get back involved. Ooh! What happened there? Must have been a mortar shell. Super close range mortar shell getting the squad low, and then it just died to a bit of rifle fire follow-up. Ouch. That is rough for Isildur. They're coming in. Ooh! Ooh! Clororaa losing a section. So after a strong start from both teams, body count's starting to stack up. Quite a few losses all of a sudden. Probably would have been better staying in cover for that. Something you can't do in Company PS3 anymore. Andre's still floating a crazy amount of manpower. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Maybe going for some overs. Closes in for a grenade on the 50 as it's set up. Gets decrewed. Sending a couple of units over there to try and recover it now. Vic is coming in, but no suppression. Backs away. With ISG barraging up here as well. Gonna crew that with the Pathfinders to boost up the vision. Not to the full Pathfinder vision, but, you know, still pretty good, I think. And now I've got a mortar pit for Clororaa coming up way out the back here. I'll be covering that VP, but not really getting coverage of the other one. Not even full coverage on auto fire either. Though close enough. Probably attack ground at max range will hit pretty much anything. Very defensive positioning on that though. Clororaa has been investing into tech. By going for the mortar pit here, not going to be able to go for a Cromwell as soon as the fuel's available, it looks like. No AT gun for Clororaa either, so doesn't have a very good counter to this flak. Forward Schwer coming up for Isildur, just covering that left-hand side. Not too far out there. This one covering the cut-off for Andre. And did go for the upgrade on this as well.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Looks like he's barraging out that building, wants to clear that off, but has left this a little bit exposed. Andre does not have a rocket or anything to kill this with. And only one unit that could have an incendiary grenade. Capping out the far edge though. Well, the ISG's gotten in range, just come right the way forwards to start barraging this mortar pit. Pops the brace at a good timing.
Emplacement under attack.
Right as the incendiary nade hits. Might need to leave this engineer back here for potential repairs. Good flank here from this squad though, forcing this unit off the VP, and the allies have been draining out really fast. It's got the AT gun rolling up here though. AT attack round missing. Rifleman coming around the corner though, this could be bad news for Isildur. Oh, you could see they were winding up for the AT nades, couldn't quite get them off. I mean, he might have even been kill that with small arms damage after the AT nade. Pushing forwards with the cutoff all the way outside the base. Be careful he doesn't take a Scott shot. Fresh Scott on the field here for laggyAR. Close range mortar was nasty to Isildur before as well. It's out of there early this time. The allies getting forced right the way back. Clororaa really struggling. Sniper section loss really hurting. But Cromwell about to pop out. Andre has a Panzer IV. Neither of the players on that side have AT guns though. Another incendiary nades bracing through the damage. She's still up here, but it's a little bit low actually. I'll Try to throw another incendiary nade as the brace is timing out.
Ready to go.
ISG start up its barrage again as well. This could be the end of the mortar pit. Good moves here from Andre. There it goes. Yeah, good push. ISG survived. Well executed there by Andre. How'd he do that as well? Maybe did Isildur come across here to do incendiary nade on it? How did he have an incendiary nade on it and then another one when he's only got one poultry here? Maybe it was just around there for so long it came off cooldown, I'm not sure. Infiltration grenades, but no unit. Oh! Volksgrenadiers go down out the far side, and right as I say they were getting away, the Vickers does end up going down. Seems like that's Scott. 7 kills already. Some bazookas on the rear echelon as well as the anti-tank gun, so he's pretty well prepared. Isildur does have the Panzer IV rolling out now himself. T-gun connects once on the Panzer IV, but the captain, the major up here as well. He's driving in, he really wants the Scott kill. Can he extract himself cleanly? The AT gun needs to set up. Bazooka's not chasing between shots while they're reloading. Oh, and the bounce, no AP rounds activated. Oh, big misplay there from laggyAR. Just need to chase with those bazookas. And down some artillery on the AT gun from the Panzer Commander. Just gets out of there alive. Can't say the same about the mortar, that is dead out the back. Cromwell took some damage out for repairs itself. It was unfortunate. laggyAR needed to chase with those bazookas while they were reloading. Would have been able to get another volley off easy. And of course didn't pop the AP rounds. Did have the munitions for it. Double Scott barrage onto the flak. Oh, combining up with an AT gun nearly goes down. Scary. And the Allies are really trying to dig in for this VP race now, down to 156 already. Panzer IV for Isildur back up to full strength. So he's coming through the center now. A little bit of smoke up. Grenade, there go the sandbags! Oh my god, both sections go down. That is horrible luck for Clororaa. Such a good ISG shell. At the exact right time. A huge hit on the Raketin though. But there's nothing really to follow up with the damage. Can't risk it. Second AT gun picked up by laggyAR. Still there's a bit of fuel off the Jackson, so he's playing it safe in the meantime against these double Panzer IVs. Did the Obers pick up a second LMG? They did not. And the ISG's been doing pretty well for Andre. He's been working it effectively. Has finally spent through his manpower float as well, going for those Obers and the Raketin. Isildur machine gun forced away so quickly. Mob camped out here in the center, maybe trying to bait Panzer IV. He's coming down the road. Bounce. Obers are in a bit of trouble here. Big old USF blob. Could be focusing them down. Bit of suppression from the flak coming in. But that's getting barraged by the Scots, and it goes down to the Scots. Oh no. The Obers do get away, but can't say the same about the Volksgrenadiers. Oh. Vickers decrewed in the center. Clororaa is just lacking the infantry to really fight back at this stage. So Vickers gets stolen. Clororaa really down the dumps. The VP pressure back on the Allies down to 132 here. That's for coming across for the Cromwell. And that goes down. AT gun gets another shot off just before it gets decrewed, and we got the other Cromwell at half strength. He's coming in. Could kill off this Panzer IV, but not quite. Panzer IV blitzes out to safety. Maybe if you had Vet 1 and had the Hunt available, you might have gone in for the kill there, but it wasn't the case.
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
Cruise the 6-pounder, getting it out of there. Big old blob coming through the middle of the map for Andre, though. Come to double Scots now, softening it up. Got a few bars here for laggyAR as well. Able to hold his line. He did lose one of his AT guns. The question is, what are the Axis going for next? Don't see any mechanized trucks for either of them yet. Oh, and this time Isildur not so lucky. Everything penetrating, and his Panzer IV goes down, trying to come in for a cheeky flank. Obers dead as well. Looks like some close range Scot fire taking them down. Big losses for Isildur actually. Now he's in a kind of similar situation to Clororaa, in fact even worse. He's got almost nothing left with all those losses. We've got 20 kills on the Scot, 6 on the other. Let's go for the recruit on the MG. Looks like it's going to be successful. Rebuild on one section for Clororaa. Gonna go for another machine gun as well, which is interesting. Straw going for the Command Panther. Can't remember, can the Command Panther with its coordinated fire to the Scots? I'm not 25%. I think it can, right? So that's maybe what Isildur's going for here. Jackson in the build now for laggyAR. So first foray unsuccessful for Isildur. Nice decrew an AT gun, but that doesn't matter too much. For good damage actually. Good main gunshot in. Panzer IV chasing down the Cromwell on the other side. Cromwell pops off smoke. Panzer IV was chasing way past that mark. Panzer IV blitzing, trying to get away from the AT gun. It's going to be just fine. No planes coming in to perhaps save the day. Clororaa only... Oh no, he's had it for a while. 260 munis. Maybe he could have prevented that chase, kept the Cromwell alive. The decap in the centre, Allies down to 100 now. Oh, what's this Panzer IV doing? Oof, gets around the corner. Not quite able to get the snare off. He's dropping down the planes. Only one of these planes is anti-tank. Is that going to be enough? Did he even lock onto this? Might not. Doesn't look like the anti-tank locked on. You can see circling around. Did not lock on, and he's got the commander rather than the Pinto, so he didn't kind of reveal himself as he was out of vision range. He's shooting at the planes. Kitten in the centre goes down to the double Scots. Do you remember that was one of the last nerfs that these skill planes got? A slight delay after you brought them in before they would start locking on to stuff. And you see the impact of that delay, allowing Andre's tank to get away alive. is completely overwhelmed there. The Scots smashing the infantry. Pathfinder's assisting with their bar. Panther's back up to full strength, looking to come around the corner here. Finds the Jackson. AT guns out of position to assist, but we do have a rifle squad threatening the snare. And connects. Getting the allies drain out a little bit further, but they're going to get the decap off again. Clororaa rebuild the Cromwell. Just looking if he went for hammer or anvil, not the case yet. laggyAR with a huge army. Around Popcap now.
Alright, fellas.
23 kills on one Scot, 31 on the other. Definitely been well handled by laggyAR. Jackson missing. Looks like he's trying to go for a siege on Isildur's Shreya. Dropping down the anti-tank planes. But again, I think the Panther's going to get out of there before it takes any damage. Shreya, though, in some trouble. Isildur's trying to come around the corner. Scots are under a bit of pressure here. All the anti-tanks facing the wrong direction. No activation of coordinated fire. And Scott's surviving. Panther takes the hammering. Oh, he's going to drive right through the edge of the zone. Did the planes time out just in the nick of time for Isildur, though? It looks like they did. Big damage on the tank. Jackson coming back up. The bazookas are there. Oh, Andre overstaying his welcome. The Jackson. Oh, goes down. It was just a very lucky AT gun shot. Max Ranger. I don't know if that was a tech round or what. Machine gun goes down to the double Scots. Oh, the Allies are starting to slam the Axis, it seems. Andre massively overstaying his welcome with that Panzer IV. And Isildur taking big losses to this Pathfinder play. A little bit surprised we didn't see a walking Stuka from either of these Axis players. Seems like Andre trying to save for a Tiger at this stage. Yeah, you know, when you're up against this many support weapons, I do feel like you need a walking Stuka to answer back, but neither of them able to save for that. Yeah, can you kill the two? 25% damage. So it'll be an extra 80 damage if you land both shots with it active. Which will be exactly 400. So yeah, it would work. So far we haven't seen him try to go for that though, too much. Or at all. But it's pretty good counter to the Scot on paper. Okay, here's the Tiger for Andre. Clororaa going for a second anti-tank gun once that appears. Also has picked up a second Cromwell. So quite a lot of munis away from these planes, the Allies.
The capture point is being overrun.
Panther coming out to the side again. The bazookas looking to cover him. Saw the rotation. Hoping to get out the back, try find the Scots, but just doesn't have the breathing room on this map. Too easy to spot where that Command Panther's going before it gets there. Could even be a time for Isildur to just come in for like a double team. Oh wow, he went for a rebuild on a Shreya base. Interesting. I would have thought maybe this would be the time to go mechanized, go for the walking Stuka. We'll just go for Volksgrenadiers and Raketens in the meantime. It's determined with these ogres though.
Combat unit ready.
Oh, great hit from the Tiger. Kitten missing for Andre. Allies definitely in the lead army-wise, but they're still having a lot of trouble turning up the VP bleed on the Axis. Axis still with so many VPs remaining, even though they're way down in the dumps in terms of army size. I think it's just Clororaa. Doesn't have that much capping power to contest over here. laggyAR's army is not that mobile, still quite reliant on the AAT guns, and does allow a bit of a rotation from the Panther. Comes in for a couple shots, but takes a few in return. He's very slow getting out of there, and he goes down. That is just horrible luck for Isildur. Really bad luck. No AP rounds on either of these AT guns, but they pinned every single shot. Definitely, you know, the Scots had already backed away. He hung around there for about 5 seconds longer than he needed to, and he paid the price for it, but definitely a bit unlucky. So many bounces with no AP rounds even.
We got 75 points remaining.
Oh, great. Glenn Cooper. Tiger's rolling up here. Dropping down the plains, Clororaa. Looks like Andre's going to have to give up this position. Double Scots hoping for the decrew here. And they do get it. Tiger having to back away now. It's quite low. And now the Double Scots looking to take up position. The Axis do drain off a few more points though. Allies really just cannot afford to let this happen. Getting aggressive by the Cromwell while these planes are up. And the Tiger's so low, but the Tiger and Skirt. He's coming in. Narrowly avoiding the circle. Suppression coming in. Still hotly contesting the central VP. Seems like the Axis are aware that, okay, we're so far behind on army now, after Isildur lost that command Panther, our best chance is probably just to try and scam, drain away a few VPs here and there. Wow. That plane just did nasty amounts of damage, that Typhoon. Obers go down for Isildur on retreat. And he's nearly going down to the Scots now as well. Double LMGs on that Ober now. They are going to be ultra powerful. Did not manage to cap this far VP though.
We're ready for orders.
Looks like he's using some vehicle crew repairs to keep these Cromwells healthy. He has the one engineer for repairs. So they're using his teammates' ambulance for some healing. Decent idea. The mechanized truck coming down for Andre. Slightly forwards position. He does have the walking Stuka cooldown bonus. Maybe he's going to go for one next. Tiger trying to roll up, but the Cromwell gets a rear armor hit on him. Can continue to threaten on the rear. We've got the 6-pounder on the other side as well. Has to back away here with the Tiger. Andre's ISG going down, and the Double Scots are the culprits.
Aufgepasst! The command vehicle has converted to a static building.
retreats now. Fresh command panther for Isildur. Still just not setting up the triple cap. It just makes me so scared. You know, like 2 small mistakes, I lose control of the central VP and then they're in major trouble. There we go. Axis making a bit of a move into the center. 2 machine guns covering this. Andre could drop down some smoke.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take
Help cover this up. Scott's barraging the ISG out the back, so that... Okay, he does end up getting pinned. Double LMG overs coming in, but they also get suppressed. Got machine guns aplenty now. Still, yeah, getting out of there, good timing before he starts to lose over models to those Scots. Jackson advancing here to tame that tiger. Cromwell threatening to come in from the side. Clororaa has built themselves back up and going for a Firefly next. Once the Firefly arrives, Andre's really going to struggle. Does have the walking Stuka about to pop out. Still trying to come in from the side, but we've got a couple fighting positions covering this VP now, so he just can't do anything. Good idea from laggyAR since he's at the pop cap limit now. Investing that manpower into the fighting pits. Still a slow drain against the Axis. It's another Obus for Isildur. He really likes the Obus even though he's fighting with these Scots. It's interesting. Jackson and AT gun rolling up on the Panther. Double AT guns. Oh, the walking Stuka! I think it was just A moving this forwards. Saw the walking Stuka, that goes down. Does get the decrew on one AT gun. Jackson chasing down the Panther again. Isildur just being a bit slow, backing away. Stopped here for about 5 seconds. Jackson misses the kill shot though. Do you have the planes coming through? Panther backing away. And down he goes. Seems like a bit of a nightmarish game for Isildur so far. His vehicle control has just not been there. Don't know why the walking Stuka came so far forward to do that barrage though for Andre. Paid for it dearly. Now I've got the Firefly up here zoning the Tiger. Allies looking to set up the triple cap and really close out this match. I think losing vision. Goes now for another shot. It's Vet. Does not have the tank commander yet. Maybe could assist him here. We got them neutralized. Did not complete the capture. Did manage to knock out the machine gun though. Clororaa, decent attack, and now is the munis for his planes as well. Really surprised the Allies are not able to turn up the VP heat here. Got another fighting position up in the center, so Clororaa does not need to defend with both of these squads. Could come out to the side here. At least one of them. Got the repairs coming in though. Jackson up to Vet 2. Scott's pushing forwards, going for a double barrage on the mechanized truck. He's going for a rebuild on the walking Stuka, but the truck might be dead before it pops out. Okay, now Andre making use of the smoke, trying to cap in the center. This is why you need like one squad in the middle to jam those smoke cap attempts, but you don't need both Clororaa. Gone for a second Firefly. I think we'll just have the pop cap for that. If he doesn't reinforce. Scott's about to polish off that mechanized truck.
Sherman Firefly complete.
And now Andre with no hope of getting a walking Stuka. He's going to go for a reboot on that truck immediately.
Under fire! Cheeky little blighters. Tulip rockets fitted and ready to shoot.
Tulips upgraded. Still no commander though. I think you need that commander upgrade. The accuracy boost from it. Got a Shrek for Isildur on his sternpipes. Needs a little bit of extra anti-tank. Doesn't have anything at the moment. He is setting for another command Panther, it looks like. It's a snare off on the Cromwell, but the Tiger's a little bit far away. Don't think it's going to be able to capitalize. He's got some road here. I mean, even with engine crit, that Cromwell's still very fast. The Vet 2 speed boosts as well. Oh my god! Double Scots came through for an attack, knocked out 2 Obers in Isildur's base. He's not even safe in his own base. Going for the cap out the edge. Oh, do you see that? Flying across the map. Neutralize here. I plant a mine, but interrupted. One Cromwell up here. 8 T-guns nearby for Andre, not quite in range. Tiger coming across, but Jackson, 8 T-guns all lining up on it. Takes a hammering. It's just so hard to fight back when you're this far behind as the Axis. Every time they start to get a tiny bit of momentum, you know, the walking Stuka dies, Isildur throws away one of his tanks, and then they're right back in the dumpster again. But definitely Clororaa, I think, making a mistake not applying more pressure on this 5 EP. Does not need this much infantry camped in the centre. Double Scott's now working on Andre's slightly forward Shreya. Command Panther coming out to this side of the map. Looking for an opportunity. There aren't like any mines. That's one thing Clororaa hasn't really been doing. Just one engineer. Always using it for repairs. No mine planting. Shreya now just about dead to the Double Scots. There it goes. Tiger trying to come through, but just hammered immediately. Double Fireflies, Jackson, double AT guns. Instantly half health, even after bouncing a few hits. Panther's doing some creative investigating out the back here, looking for targets. Do pop up a flares. Got some vision in the centre. There's just nothing across here. And doesn't find any opportunities. Here comes the walking Stuka though. Great start. 4 kills, gets a D crew. Nearly Vet 1 immediately. If we had the other walking Stuka, you know, maybe Andre could have pushed out another tank and they wouldn't have ended up losing his Shreya. Didn't really work out for him. Throws off a snare there and dropping down the planes. Fireflies now hunting down Isildur's Command Panther, but the Firefly goes down. Why was that so low already? Must have been the Vet 2 Raket and disengaged with the other one as well. And incredibly safe. It's coming back in now. And now even the base Shreya is not safe. Jackson Double Scott's taking that out.
We are at 200 points.
Cromwell's coming in now. Sounds like the planes have got shot down or timed out. Firefly from the side here. Could be a shield rocket kill.
Tank ready.
If he fancies his chances of landing them. Doesn't go for it. Sprinting forwards, hoping for a snare. And he's going to get it on the Firefly. Comes in to try and stop the capture as well. A lot of high vet infantry for Andre. Oh my god, the walking Stuka in his base goes down. Oh, I feel sorry for him. Axis is just getting bullied right now. Got the planes coming through on the Tiger. One more shot. Bounces from the AT gun. Does have the machine gun. He's still in the danger zone. He's got hold fire active though, so he's not going to reveal himself back there. Hope is dead out here. Maybe to the double Scots. One Cromwell goes down. Command Panther making its mark. Try and hunt it down. The Jackson's coming back in though. So is the Cromwell. I don't think it should be re-engaging. Bazooka's bouncing though. 165 left for the Axis. They have done some damage, but they're still 50 Popcat behind. And it's even worse than that when you consider all of those fighting positions that are everywhere. And there goes the Rakit and the double Scots taking it out. Just far too quickly for him to do anything about it. I'll make a bit of a play onto this VP. Maybe he's forgotten that there's all these fighting positions over here. It's not going to be able to work. If you tried to throw out a Blinkerper. Did push up with the Raketin, but that's going to work either. Double Scott barrage. And trying to get out of there now. It's going to work. Again, a decap on the far side, turning up the pressure a bit more on the Axis, but still not a full capture. Rebuild on the second Firefly for Clororaa. Smoke slash recon into the center. He's got another walking Stuka. He's rebuilt it again. Decent connection. 5 kills. Good amount of vet.
Abilities ready.
Okay, Command Panther wants to come down the far edge. Clear off this fighting position, I think. He's got the flare up so he can do it from long range, but the Jackson and Bazooka's already coming in here. Do have a couple of Rakitins though, and the Shrek. With the Rakitin, look how fast it got decrewed by those double Scots, just instantaneously. Jackson and Cromwell chasing in. He's got the hunt active on the Cromwell, but he misses a shot. Rakitin landing a couple shots here itself, but the hunt with penetration bonus does get through. Command Panther goes down. Oh, but the vision from the flare allows the Rakitin to knock out the high-vet Jackson at least. He's lost his stern pyros though. Loses the Rakitin. Making plays in the center though, while the allies were distracted down that left-hand side. But here come the double Fireflies now. Tulip rockets out, stunning it in place. Double Fireflies now. Smell blood in the water. Slamming home the damage. One more shot and the Tiger's dead. He's on hold fire, trying to disappear into the fog. Not quite able to do it.
We have lost contact with a heavy tank.
Usually dead. And with that, the Axis really have nothing left. I think they're probably going to throw in the towel. Yep, there they go. Whew, good fight back from the Allies. Pretty even start. But very slow, some good flak control. And ultimately led to some very good VP action. Clororaa suffering a couple nasty wipes. Really set the Allies way back. Got down to about 100 VPs, 150-ish. But then they mounted their comeback. You know, the double Scots just constantly wiping. We got 67 and 58. Very good control from laggyAR throughout the entire match, really. Got AT gun positioning, Jackson positioning, Scott positioning. found opportunities to kill the trucks constantly. Ouch. Isildur, yeah, not the best vehicle control. Definitely cost him. Like that first Command Panther and Panzer IV, I think both of those could have got away. Same story for Andre with his Panzer IV dying up here. Plenty of time to dodge away, but ended up dying. And after that point, the Axis were kind of very far behind. Made it very hard to mount a comeback. And every time they, got to about 70, 80-ish pop cap, then they just end up taking massive losses right back down to the dumpster. But yeah, GG, well played by the Allies. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you off the next throwing installment. Goodbye and good luck.